Iota value equivalent to $0.2175 a coin. The present exchange cost range 2123 on 2184. The earlier day close 2176. The change was 0.1, 5%. Converse rate, Iota. Iota gauge for August 2024. In the first place costed $0.11. Exorbitant costs 10.14, while low costs are 11. The found the middle value of costs are 12. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 13. Change for August 18.2%. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. In the first place costed $13. Excessive costs on 16, while low costs 13. Be arrived at the midpoint of costs on 14. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends on 15. Change for September 15.4%. Iota figure for October 2024. Initially cost at $0.15. Excessive cost on 17, while low costs are 15. Be arrived at the midpoint of cost point 16. Iota cost figure toward the month's end Gen 16. Change for October 6.7%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. Initially cost at $0.16. Excessive cost 20, while low cost or 16. The found the middle value of cost 18. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end on 19. Change for November 18.8%. Iota estimate for December 2024. To start with cost at $19. Exorbitant cost 24, while low costs are 19. The found the middle value of cost 21. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 22. Change for December 15.8%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. To start with cost it's $22. Exorbitant costs 25, while low costs 21. The found the middle value of cost 23. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 23. Change for January 4.5%. Iota gauge for February 2025. In the first place costed $23. Exorbitant costs 25, while low costs 21. The found the middle value of cost 23. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends 23. Change for February 0%. Iota cost expectation for walk 2025. First and foremost costed $23. Excessive costs 26, while low cost 22. Be arrived at the midpoint of costs 24. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends 24. Change for spring 4.3%. Iota conjecture for April 2025. Before all else costed $24. Excessive cost 26, while low cost 22. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 24. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends 24. Change for April 0%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. In the first place cost at $24. Exorbitant costs 27, while low costs 23. The found the middle value of costs 25. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 25. Change for May 4.2%. Iota gauge for June 2025. In the first place cost at $25. Exorbitant costs 27, while low costs 23. The found the middle value of cost 25. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends 25. Change for June 0%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. First and foremost cost at $25. Exorbitant costs 28, while low cost 24. The found the middle value of cost 26. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 26. Change for July 40%. Iota estimate for August 2025. First and foremost cost at $26. Exorbitant costs 29, while low cost 25. The found the middle value of cost 27. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 27. Change for August 3.8%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. Initially costed $27. Excessive costs are 30, while low costs 26. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 28. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends 28. Change for September 3.7%. Iota figure for October 2025. Initially costed $28. Excessive costs 34, while low costs 28. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are 31. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends on 32. Change for October 14.3%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. First and foremost cost at $32. Exorbitant costs 32, while low costs 25. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 29. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends 27, change for November 15.6%. Iota conjecture for December 2025. Before all else costed $27. Excessive costs 27, while low costs 21. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 25. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends 23, change for December 14.8%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. Before all else costed $23. Exorbitant costs 23, while low cost 20. The found the middle value of cost 22. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends 21, change for January 8.7%. Iota gauge for February 2026. In the first place costed $21. Exorbitant costs 22, while low costs are 20. The found the middle value of cost 21. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends 21, change for February's 0%. Iota cost expectation for walk 2026. Initially cost at $21. Excessive costs 21, while low costs 18. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 20. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 19, change for spring 9.5%. Iota figure for April 2026. Initially cost at $19. Excessive cost 24, while low cost 19. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 21. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends 22, change for April 15.8%. Us to word expectation for May 2024. Initially costed 4,348 coins. Excessive cost 6,667, while low 4,348. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 5,403. The US to word figure toward the month's end 6,250, change for May 43.7%. Dollar to Iota conjecture for June 2024. Before all else cost at 6,250 coins. Excessive cost 8,333, while low 5,882. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 7,039. The US to add conjecture toward the month's end 7,692, change for June 23.1%. Us to add expectation for July 2024. First and foremost cost at 7,692 coins. Excessive cost 10,000, while low 7,692. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 8,619. The US to add conjecture toward the month's end 9,091, change for July 18.2%. Dollar to Iota conjecture for August 2024. Before all else cost at 9,091 coins. Excessive cost 9,091, while low 7,143. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 8,254. The US to add conjecture toward the month's end 7,692, change for August 15.4%. Us to wild expectation for September 2024. In the first place,